And we should be live. So we've finally gotten around to starting on Xenoblade 1. I guess it would be the main series, but I don't know, there's a lot of stuff at the end of all the DLCs and all the little stories that seem to tie everything together. Plus, there's a whole part in Xenoblade 2 where you can recruit Elma. So, not only recruit Elma, but include the overdrive system into Xenoblade 2's battle system. Changes stuff up a lot too. But let's get back to starting in on Xenoblade 1, playing this series. It's hard to believe it's 6, 7 games rather than just the 3 that you see up front. But yeah, sometimes it's nice to just, I know it's kind of a tradition to listen to the whole song for streaming this game, the whole title theme song. And it's really nice to just look at it, and as the scenery changes, as the time changes. This was something that happened on the original Wii version as well. You get little flyovers of certain locations, and the title screen, just the sun would go up and come down, it'd be nighttime or evening. It's just very immersive.
Oh, before you open up the full game.
Yeah. As a special bonus for having played Xenoblade 2, you can start the game with 100,000 G. You cannot collect this bonus after starting. It's not that big a bonus. I mean, it is 100,000 G, so it is probably more money than you can spend. But this game, I find,
usually there's other ways of collecting money in this game. Like,
it's not. I find myself just not spending money. But that's just my RPG style.
Usually I go nuts, like the polar opposite of what I do. Like, this is a game, I'm going nuts, spin.
Yeah.
The world was nothing more than an endless sea, cloaked in a boundless sky, reaching as far as could possibly be imagined.
I posted the links to the places.
Alrighty. Thank you for that.
Then 2 great titans came into existence. The Bionis and the Mechonis. The titans were locked in a timeless battle.
Lost a whole
The titans were locked in a timeless battle. Until at last,
Like, it's an interesting
only their
concept
lifeless
from this
corpses
game.
remained.
Like, the whole world, at least what you see so far, or as far as I know, is just
eons have
on
passed.
top of a decaying
Now,
robot.
our world, this vast land stretching across the remains of the Bionis,
Very
is under
post-apocalyptic
attack
and
from a
steampunk.
relentless
Yeah,
force.
it's post-apocalyptic without being all brown and gray.
Yes. It's like post-apocalyptic.
Yeah,
You know.
the world
after
is
the
healing,
end of the
kind of.
world happened, and
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, the world ended. Big look. Now I got grass.
yeah. Life goes on.
By the time people even realize that an end of the world happened at one point.
You got one creature that is a robot, and one that is like an organism, a giant organism. And then similarly, the creatures living on these titans. Organic and mechanical.
Some of them were even kind of reminded of Trigun for some reason.
I don't think I've only seen the first couple episodes of it, but
They're advancing down our weak right flank. For a bunch of
You know
soulless
what? I
machines,
won't
they seem to know
spoil.
a thing or two.
It's not.
But we'll see.
It's a short anime.
yeah, it's something I will have to devote some time to look at some point. Check out the rest.
Yeah.
We've got
After so much, how
Dunban
about that?
and
We've
Dixon
been given the
and
order to
Mumgar.
retreat. We're pulling back the line to
Yep.
Colony 6. That's where we'll set up the last line of defense.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Any more time spent hanging around here, and we're done for.
Famous
Count
last
me in.
words.
We gotta get out of here.
Or we can stay and fight.
What?
We may die if we take a stand here, but staying gives us the chance to change our destinies. We have the Monado. With this, the future is ours for the taking.
Those are quite,
Stupid
some
beast.
quite sunken eyes
Your
there.
body can't take any more of the Monado. I can tell by just looking at you.
And
Guessing
eyeliner.
short-sighted in your
Yeah.
old age, Dixon. I'm fine. Don't worry. I'm
Unless
still in
it's
control.
tattooed on.
I should have known I couldn't talk sense into a beast. Let's do this. I'm going with you. You'll need someone to drag your corpse on.
As long as you think you've still got the strength in you, old man.
Oi, you two! We've been ordered to pull back. I'm leaving!
Well, I say you're coming with us. What would we do without those?
The enemy's second wave! It's approaching!
It's now or never, Dunban. Let's show them what we've got. We'll give them a warm Hom's welcome.
Acknowledged.
Yeah! Ha! What are they trying to prove? I'm not throwing my life away. No point dying in some godforsaken field. Nothing for it. I'll have to use Dunban as a decoy. Yeah, that should give me time to escape.
Remember, I hit. I really hit it. There we go. Hello. Ooh, this one's actually pretty good.
I think I tended to, when I used the Monado arts, I would tend to skip using Monado Buster, favoring the buffs and other abilities. But I believe Shugga Conroy, when he did a playthrough of this, Monado Buster was the thing he used the most. I guess it just goes to show that both playstyles are,
I've seen this. Yeah.
are viable.
Yeah. I prefer more of the offensive game, but, you know, defensive is also very valid.
I think the first thing you gotta do when fighting Mechon is Monado Enchant. 'Cause that allows your teammates to deal damage. Their weapons are
And everyone's a squishy bead.
yeah, their weapons are too primitive at this time to damage Mechon on their own. Only the Monado can do it. So if the Monado uses Enchant, that sort of enhances everyone else's weapons so they can hit Mechon as well. I thought it was a around the board buff, but apparently it doesn't do anything if you're not fighting Mechon. I thought it just added damage like
Like a damage boost kind
Yeah.
of spell.
like an attack buff, but no, it only allows them to get past Mechon armor.
Bent on taking us out.
It reduces.
They'll have to
It
be if
doesn't
they want to
reduce
beat
your
us.
weapon to a butter knife
Let's
status.
see the odds of it.
You
It
heard
makes
him.
it a sharp butter knife.
Yeah. Turns any sword into a steel cutting sword.
Munka,
Yep.
let's do this.
Or weapon adjacent.
Yeah. You don't have to do it all the time because I think at a certain point you get weapons that are strong enough to cut Mechon armor, strong enough to cut metal without needing Monado Enchant. But Monado Enchant will still buff them at that point if you're already fighting Mechon with anti-Mechon weapons, and you get Monado Enchant on top of that.
gotta say, with all the Mechon that they're fighting, it's a miracle they haven't had, like, an ungodly amount of weapons to fight
Oh yeah,
with.
to salvage from them?
Yes! At least enough to where every weapon is, you
What's
know,
it look like? I'm still
Well,
good to go.
It's still,
or at
like,
least most.
Guess even a hero's gotta reach his limit eventually.
I don't know.
yeah, I guess. Like, considering how far the Mechon have encroached into.
Hate to drop this on you, but it's the Monado they're after. So have fun keeping them
Like, obviously, you don't fight the
I'm
common
getting out of
critters
here.
around with those.
You
Mumkar's
Don't
running.
worry, I'll organize your funerals.
You gotta wonder how he was even an ally of these guys. Bad attitude.
Wait.
If this is a joke, it ain't funny. Looks like this is it. At least we know our luck can't get any worse from here. Dumban?
Dixon, take care of the survivors.
Dumban, what are you playing at?
Oh, boy.
Those idiots. I'll just come and get the Monado when everything's quieted down a bit. That thing's gonna be mine!
There's a meme of that. All those laser pointers.
Yep. It's gotta be like that Tangled meme with the guy with the swords.
Yeah, basically.
If you think the
Essentially.
Hobbs, the people of Bionis, are just waiting here for you to pick us off, you are sorely mistaken.
Honestly, this is kind of how I wish most post-apocalyptic things would be, which, yes, I enjoy Fallout, just that kind of post-apocalyptic. But I also enjoy the more sci-fi edge, where it just feels like it's a whole nother world in a sense.
Yeah. I think
Well,
Fantasy
in this case it is, but
I think Phantasy Star 3 was like that, but I think it was also, like, at first, it didn't really come off as a post-apocalyptic world until someone straight up says that you are on a, like, on a giant space biodome that when you fled your home planet. When you fled your home planet.
A Mechon M71. I bet I can use its optical system to align one of the anti-air batteries.
So here we've got some Mechon research going on.
Good.
yeah, some salvaging. Although,
Yeah. Although,
joint
we had to
section.
wait until the Mechon have come this far
It's buckled.
yep.
into Bionis territory.
It's completely useless. Ugh. An M69. Its armor would be perfect for making a shield.
An emerald dragonfly.
If I can just get it off, I should be able to. An M69. Its armor would be perfect for making a shield. If I can just get it off, I should be able to.
It's like a hermit crab.
Yeah. That's what the Crabbles are.
Yep.
I'll take. They're basically they're basically monsters made from hermit crabs. Monsters designed after
It's
hermit
not a
crabs.
Mechon. It's just a Crabble. It was using the Mechon armor as a shell.
Oh, Squeaky, what are you doing?
When it's down,
This
use your arts to finish it off.
On the downside, you can't all the way run away from your enemies. So you can't do the Ni no Kuni strategy of running around in circles.
You can, since this does use a tank damage healer, the MMO Holy Trinity. Since you're playing as Shulk and he's a DPS, you can keep, the Crabble will always face Rhine, so you could always get behind it to deal extra damage.
Good job, everyone. Let's not lose our heads, though.
I really like the treasure chests, that enemies will drop a treasure chest as loot.
Right.
It's very unrealistic, but I think it's fun to see treasure chests in video games.
Yeah, it's charming.
And then you know you're getting something rare if the treasure chest is silver or gold.
Thanks, Ryan. That was a close one. Man, what were you doing wandering off by yourself? Stay where I can keep an eye on you. It's pretty dangerous outside of the colony. There are all kinds of monsters. Yeah, but thanks to you, we got its shell. Everyone in the colony is going to be really happy. I'm more worried about you than the shell. Oh, whatever. Knowing what you're like, at least you'll make a decent weapon out of it. This scrap driver's excellent.
Game.
I just
Game.
learned by
I
watching
know how to
Dexter make
game,
weapons.
please.
Of course,
Game.
Dunban's weapon still
Please.
beats them all. The Monado. I hope I can figure out the secret of his power one day.
Ooh, squeaky kitten.
Will Shulk. Anyway, we better get back to the colony. If I'm late for drills again, old Square Tash is gonna kill me.
Square Tash.
Square Tash? Oh, the Defense Force Colonel.
Colonel
He's pretty
Vanguard.
scary.
Square
Tell me about
Tash. Old Square
Sorry,
Tash.
I didn't mean for you to come all the way out here during your break. Don't worry
I
about it.
love all these little
Let's get
critters. They're so cute.
Yeah. I like Shulk and Ryan's like best friends dynamic.
Mhm.
It's like Ryan is written as a really good best friend because he's not overbearing, he's not super sappy, but at the same time he's someone that I want to hang out with.
Yeah.
Well, like
These two are bros.
yeah. He reminds me of someone that I do know in real life, although we don't talk that often these days. But I don't know, I think he's developed a really good sense of humor and a lot of patience because his birthday is on April 1st. So, yeah, from what I remember him telling me, he'd basically get pranked on his birthday every year. But yeah, we just send a couple of emails to each other to see how we're doing every year.
At
He's
one
also-
point, that was just...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You continue.
Oh, yeah, at one point he was a kind of like a gym bro too. Like he wanted to develop his muscles. He was studying kinesis. And a little bit of nutrition science as well. So he could totally be Ryan if we were on an adventure. Some kind of adventure through Calgary. Oh, you're in town already. I've just been fighting the monsters.
I've just kind of went to town, which honestly probably was a better idea on your end to train.
Yeah. Always, you want to train, you want to get some items.
Yep.
Maybe even find an upgrade for your gear while you're out here. Oh, and get the collectibles too.
Yes. Already on that part. I see shiny little dots and they're mine.
Ooh, there's two things I want to try and do.
Mine. Okay.
There's two things I want to try and do. Let me see here. First, turn on expert mode, so that lets you save some reserve EXP. So expert mode, clicky, and level them both back down to 1 again. So because all the monsters are level 1 here, I want to try and stay as close to 5 levels below the enemies, because I think if you fight an enemy that is 5 levels above you, you get something like double the XP. And the other part was to turn on like easy mode, I believe. So easy expert mode, basically, Here it is, casual mode. So in game settings. So casual expert mode basically lets you like, I wouldn't say this is particularly grind heavy unless you're looking for rare treasures, but yeah, this basically ensures that makes this a grind free game.
Let's see. Options. Game settings. Oh, wait. Casual mode. Yes.
Casual mode and easy mode. Or no, casual mode and expert mode. So expert mode is in the start menu. And then... yeah. And you've already got casual mode in the... yeah, casual expert mode. Now, I believe when we gain levels, it'll say that we gained the level, but our level number will stay the same. We have to manually raise it when we want to.
Expert mode is current. Oh.
Oh, yeah, click the right stick to turn it on when you're in that menu.
Okay. So, what does it... I'm sorry.
Expert mode lets you lower your level.
Okay.
Lets you lower your level to gain more EXP.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, fighting level 2s while you're at level 1, or staying at level 1 while you're fighting the enemies around here, will help you gain more EXP for later. Saves you having to grind, like, I don't know, level 80s when you're at level 75, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we do gain levels.
Definitely want less grind heavy.
Mm-hmm. So then when you want to lower your level, yeah, go into the expert mode menu, and then just adjust it manually. So like, they just gained another level, and I set them back down to level 1 again. And it doesn't cost them the XP, it just moves it into a reserve tank.
Alright.
Black kiwi, sweet wasabi.
Oh, that just adds all kinds of levels of...
I could imagine a sweet wasabi being kind of a pleasant experience. I think the
Maybe
black kiwi is supposed to be super
compliment?
sweet too. Let's have a look in the Collectopedia. I got a chance to try out Xenogears recently, and I noticed that, like, even though Xenogears is sprites
I better stop
and
in at HQ. You off to
dialogue.
the weapon development lab? Yeah, when I've sold any parts I can't use. Alright. See you later.
Even though Xenogears is sprites and Xenoblade is 3D, I've noticed that Fei Fong Wong and Shulk have a very similar, like, running animation.
Still
Although-
need to actually just sit down and play it on my end.
Yeah. I could never really stick to Xenogears, even with the recent time that I played it. It seemed to, like, getting through the first bit is fine, but once I get to the desert town, I get kind of lost, and I forget what to do because I'm exploring and trying to really take in the world, and then I just kind of abandon the run at that point. So we got some red lettuce, we got some strong dandelion. Okay, X menu, collectibles, Collectopedia. There we go. A strange, spicy, sweet green wasabi. It looks quite normal otherwise. Some of these things, your characters, I think, I'm under the impression that your characters discover them for the first time, so they get to name them. A tremendously bitter kiwi fruit, okay. But it's addictive.
Oh. I guess maybe it's the undertaste that's better.
Yeah.
Like the aftertaste.
Yeah, I totally know that feeling. There's this one, like, super bitter medicine that they used to give me in India while I was growing up, and it was horrible. It was just... I can't even describe how bitter and like, almost painful it was to drink. but once it, like after, like once you had drunk it, there was like a taste of like walnuts or something that lingered at the back of the throat for like 5 minutes, and that was kind of nice.
It's
I wonder if the medicine was made
reward
from
for the punishment of drinking it.
Yeah. I don't even know if it was a real medicine or if it was just something that they gave me because, like, my parents on my mom's side, and her parents were very, and her brothers, the whole family, the whole mother's side of the family is very, like, they believe in magic stuff. They're very, like, religious, so I feel like it was one of those kinds of medicines where it's like, I think it works, therefore it works. There's no scientific backing behind this, but it's horrible, but, like it's bitter and therefore bitter medicine works better, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I could totally understand that.
Yeah, it's something that nowadays I just can't sympathize with that at all. Medicines don't have to be bitter, surgery does not have to be painful. These are all like... Before anesthetic, there was someone who would like hold you down. Like, it was hard to believe that surgery was even a thing back then, but surgery where like someone had to hold you down so that it could be done. Like, I am so glad that I don't live in that world.
At best, make you drunk or chloroform or you know, even coughing syrup had chloroform, and they recommended dosage to children.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, see if you can find this red dot.
Ooh. I'm gonna have to be a while because I'm in a lake.
Okay.
But
yeah, if you go past the bridge to the front end of town, there's a bridge going into the back end of town, and it's nearby there, and it's easy to miss. And I think there's a quest, like red collectibles are something that you'll need for a quest, and I'm like horrible with searching for stuff. So if I could find this stuff before I need it, I will take it.
Yep, I completely understand that.
And that's something that I really like about Xenoblade 1 in particular, is that you can, when you find a single, when you find an item that you'll need for a quest later, Shulk will actually get a vision and say, "Oh, I'm gonna need like 3 of these later, or 5 of these later." So you can start collecting them right away rather than wait for the quest that you need to take to get them.
Prairie dragonfly, that sounds so cute.
Yeah,
Maybe
that was...
that's the one that we saw.
That was the one. That must have been the one that we saw earlier. A prairie dragonfly.
Yeah.
One thing that they, like... Okay, Xenoblade 1 does kind of a tell, don't show with their collectibles, in that, like, when you put them in the Collectopedia, you get a little blurb about what they do. Xenoblades 2 and 3, they don't have the, oh yeah, 1 and X both do that. Well, X also has a little picture of the item too. But Xenoblades 2 and 3 don't do that. But some of the items will have, like, the characters will mention these items and what they're used for, just in passing, or as part of some other quest. So, I don't know, I guess it's kind of a compromise.
Have you played much of 3? What do they do?
Yeah, I finished 3. 3 has, let's see. I'm trying to think of a specific example. No, the example I'm thinking of is from 2. But, like, 2 and 3 do it similarly in that, like, in 2, you have to look for there's like this salvaging kind of aspect where you dive into the Cloud Sea and come up with some random treasures. And the random treasures don't really have descriptions when you get them. All you know is that they're kind of valuable, and they can be sold for... They can either be sold... Or no, wait, no. They are almost exclusively sold until they're used for a quest. And if they're used for a quest, then the NPC will describe, oh yeah, these special screws that you can salvage are really good for... mechanical, like, mechanical devices. So if you could find 3 of these, you could either salvage for them, or you could buy them for, like, 4,000 gold each. Like, they're expensive enough that you would consider salvaging for them. Although if you've salvaged for them beforehand, then, I mean, you can complete the quest right there. There's some that...
Wasabi.
Oh, and there's a cooking system too. I forgot, yeah.
Oh.
In 2 and 3, there's a cooking system, so all the food that you find can actually be put towards meals, and the meals have lasting effects.
I do like that, especially when there's stuff like cool potato, which sounds lovely.
Mm-hmm.
A hearty potato, but for hot weather.
Yeah.
What's not to love about it?
Actually, now that I think about it, Monolith Soft also worked on Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably got to explore their cooking system, explore how to make cooking systems even more when doing the Zelda games.
I found out there's a way to get cheese in the game in Tears of the Kingdom, and there is a recipe for pizza. Z Diggity was also streaming Tears of the Kingdom, and I told him about the cheese thing, and he's like, I have the ultimate recipe.
I thought cheese was already... Oh no, wait, I'm thinking of butter. Butter was the thing in Breath of the Wild. Goat butter, I believe.
Butter is a very important thing.
Mm-hmm. At some point in if I survive another 20 years, I'll probably have in my fridge both cow's milk and goat milk and probably some other kind of milk too. It might be just my favorite basic food to keep. It's almost a meal on its own, if you can handle it if you can handle milk in adulthood. Although I imagine that if I develop lactose intolerance, I'll probably take one of those things, one of those medications that lets you handle...
The enzymes.
Yeah. Just because I don't know if I could do without it.
They also have lactose-free milk as well.
I suppose. I wonder if it'll taste different.
I mean, I remember when I was a kid trying some of it and it wasn't so bad, but then again, my taste buds as a kid are different than,
Yeah. It's one small scale. There's a lot of quests, but I don't like to take a quest if I don't already have the... If it's one of those collect a bunch of stuff quests, I don't like to take the quest until I have the item that I'm looking for. It's a quirk of mine. They've made it much easier to complete those quests in Definitive Edition, but whenever I play an open world RPG, if I take a quest to collect something, I'll as soon as the guy's out of earshot, I've forgotten that I've taken the quest and I've forgotten that I'm looking for the item.
Yep.
Who's there?
The Gem Man, though, that is practically... it's either a mandatory quest or practically a mandatory quest, so I want to stay on top of that one. Plus, gem crafting is always fun. Ooh, just gives you some gems. Alright.
I know I probably should go into town, but I'm just grinding a little.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Health up 2, strength up 2. Just put those in my junk sword here.
Yep.
In most RPGs, I don't really pay attention to my HP max or SP max. Well, sometimes SP max. Like in Disgaea 6, I'm paying attention to my SP max because when you power up your skills, they cost more SP, and eventually you won't be able to cast them at levels between 1 and 10,000 if they're powered up far enough, so you actually have to increase your SP max. But if you increase your HP and SP max, it makes healing at the hospitals, well, when you have to pay for healing, it makes them drastically more expensive. So I'm actually keeping them at their minimums for as long as I can stand to. Although they did make healing a little bit easier in Disgaea 6, where if you're at your base, healing is free. healing only costs money if you're adventuring in the item world.
So a nice little trade-off, so it's
Yeah.
not as brutal.
Yeah. Like, Disgaea has always been a grind-heavy game, but they've made the grind so much more... They've made the grind so much more fun, and, like, you don't need to be an obsessive anymore to get to those power levels that they're advertising.
Right.
Like, Disgaea 1 through 5, it actually feels kind of like a bait and switch that they say, like, your levels can go to 10,000 and your stats can go to, like, 2 trillion or something. And then when you're actually playing the game...
Yeah, but what it costs.
Yeah, during the main game, unless you're obsessively grinding, your levels can only go to, like, between 1 and 100, like any other RPG. And your stats are at, like, pretty normal levels for that, so your stats will never reach, like, 1 trillion in the main story. You have to finish the game, and then go into, like, if there's post-story content, then there's that. Otherwise, all that's left in the game is the mindless grind. And for most games, I just don't want to play after I finish the main story. I don't want to grind for grinding's sake. But Disgaea 6 does both a, they incorporated that, getting to level 10,000 and reincarnating, they incorporated that into the main game, into the main story.
Mm-hmm.
So now the grind is kind of fun, because you've got a goal to grind for. And
Right.
not only that, after the main story, they give you post-game stories, where you meet, like, characters from previous games, and you go through, like, those characters have a little bit of character development, they get to meet you, they get to compare what the differences are between, like, their game's mechanics and yours, and the level cap is increased from 10,000 to 10 million. Or, no, 10,000 to 100 million, and, like, your stats can go from the millions into the trillions. And so, like, you don't feel like you're missing out on the, like, I can kind of understand now that they don't want you to make the main game too easy. Oh.
Sorry.
No, I saw what happened there.
I'm doing the Nidokuni strategy here.
Just running around until your skills come back?
Till my health comes back, so I'm less like a...
Oh, you've got regeneration?
some light regeneration here.
Okay.
Come here so I could...
See, it just has a little bit of health left.
Okay,
Oh yeah,
okay.
fighting around the water is dangerous too. Because if you get into deep water, you'll put away your weapon.
Yep. There we go. Oh. Ah. That was way too much for me. Okay. Back to the safety of town.
I have attracted some unwanted attention. Who is this? Dark Morakmor. Oh, it's just a level 18. But still, pretty dangerous. You generally want to... If you want to fight stronger monsters, then you want to look for the... just 5 levels above you. That'll be like... It'll be a red nameplate, but just barely into the red nameplate zone.
Well, that was a level 5 and I'm a level 4. But I am alone and I have the squishy starter.
Oh yeah, we don't
so...
have Ryan with us. We should probably get him back
Yep.
with us. See, I'll just collect these dots here and warp back to town. Let's see, is it select? Or is it one of the D-pad buttons? Okay, up is auto run.
I'm going to the Collectopedia. Have
Ah.
I gotten anything? No. Can I sell some things?
It's the Y button. There we go. Alright, yeah, I should check the Collectopedia too. Collectibles. Got a couple more things. All I'm missing now is one of the parts. Da 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 da. Got some gems. Completed vegetables. Completed fruits. Completed flowers. Poison defense. Ooh, gauntlets. So completing bugs gets you a piece of armor. And another strength up too. Alright, I think agility is the stat that is overpowered in this game. So if you have significantly more agility than your opponents, then they will basically never hit you. I don't know if they balanced it better this time around. But I'm going to try and give everyone as much agility as possible. Strength, agility, health, and more strength. Yeah, I'll give the other strength up to Ryan maybe, because he's going to need to deal significant. He's probably going to need to deal. Well, I don't know if he can deal the most damage because that's the DPS's job, but dealing more damage does gain you more aggro. So that's what I'm going to aim for with him. Heading over to Ryan's location. The Gem Man stall.
I know I can keep the appearance, the basic stuff, but until I find a set that I really think, hey, this looks cool, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. Let's see, I did get some Regnus gauntlets, so I'll put those on. Looking fancy. Just completely casual wear and then fancy gauntlets. Got some landmarks.
Got a quest.
I'm gonna go see Vanguard.
Probably gonna look around, cause yeah.
Alright.
The Nopod are just so cute. Oh no. They're squishy little beans.
Yeah.
And they're always so happy.
The inspiration for Squishmallows.
You idiots! What the hell
there's
are
Vanguard.
you playing at?
Uh-oh. The Colonel's gonna explode.
Crashing the mobile artillery into a house. How long have you been in the Force?
Sorry, sir. It's just that we were trying to go as fast as we could, like you ordered.
But it's impossible to get back to the military district in only 40 seconds.
I don't want any excuses. Champions don't whine. They win.
Yes, sir.
You're a disgrace to the uniform. Are you forgetting the shame you brought on this force during joint maneuvers with Colony 6? Stick your back into it, maggots! Move it!
Yes, sir.
Get the artillery back to the military district, double time! Then I want 1,000,000 press-ups from both of you. And you better not stop until your biceps explode!
Colonel, we can't move the artillery.
What? You better give a damn good
How does
reason
one lay an
why.
accent so thick?
The impact of the
straight
crash
face.
damaged the ether conduction cable. The ether fuel proceeded to leak out, and now the cylinder is empty.
Well, change the cylinder then. Can't you even do something as simple as that?
The auxiliary cylinders have all been used up. It'll be 3 days until more come in, sir.
I told you to keep a stock of fuel in reserve.
Sorry, sir.
You're nothing but slackers.
Same old Colonel. At this rate, the men will all be dead before they see any action.
I just like that they lampshade that ridiculous mustache. And even in the definitive edition, they now gave it jiggle physics.
Wait, they didn't have jiggle physics?
No, it was just stiffly on his face. At least I think it was just stiffly on his face.
Well, that just seems criminal. At least they righted a wrong, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, right, we have to go to the weapons lab. So we can have a look at that Monado. Weapon development lab. Oh yeah, there was one thing that I kinda ignored my first couple times through, and that was the trading game. I'd say it's more like a gifting system, because it feels like you always have to give something that's of more value than what they're offering. Or, well, maybe it's kind of like an alternate shop system, since you pick what you want first. But yeah, you can get, like, if you're having trouble finding collectibles, then this might be a good way to get them.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. Oh yeah, you can also increase affinity with your teammates by having two of them give each other gifts.
Okay, I found that one thing behind the alley.
Nice. Yeah, someone's gonna ask for it. Someone in town is gonna ask for it.
I think I accepted whatever it was.
Okay.
Because it just said quest completed, so.
Let's see. If you press...
Problem solved.
Yeah, if you press ZR, then... Yeah, ZR and then down, you can sort between your quests. And you can also swap between tracking the main quest or tracking a side quest.
Oh, it was a blue glass bead. There was a Nopon around the area that was looking for something like that.
Alright.
Okay.
One thing that's... I'm not
Gotta
quite
say his lordship, his majesty.
Yeah. One thing I'm not sure, like, how consistent they are between Xenoblade games is that the Nopons have, or they make these things called pollen orbs. And I'm not sure whether those are, like, food, or a recreational drug, or like a general purpose resource, like they can be used for lamps, or if it's all of those things. Like, sometimes the color matters, sometimes they're just called pollen orbs with no reference to what color they are. It might be that pollen orbs to Nopon are like ether and cylinders to humans. That they're there in every game, but they have some different purpose.
It's Nopon dandruff. Like, whoever did the motion cap for this, or the animation, just went all nuts.
Yeah.
I hope it was motion captured. I really hope it was motion captured.
I need you
Come
to
on,
stomp
if Final
and wave like
Fantasy
you're...
VIII could get motion cap.
Yeah. I need you to stomp and wave
I'm
like
pretty
you're
sure
yelling at two insubordinate soldiers.
Yep. And really ham it up. kind of product does he use to keep his mustache like that? Because it needs more than just wax. It needs like hairspray.
Yeah, that's why they call him Square
hair gel.
Tash.
Same old Colonel. At this rate, the men will be dead before they see any action.
All right, Shulk? How are you?
Dixon! When did you get back to Colony 9?
Just now. I see you've been busy. Looks like your Monado research has been going well.
You get back to Colony 9?
I made the right choice leaving you in charge. I see you've been busy. Looks like
Your
Monado
research notes really
is going
helped.
well. I made the right choice leaving you in charge. So you can activate it now then.
Your research well, really helped. Anyone can activate it. The problem is controlling it.
You can activate it now. Yeah, for everyone except him.
Anyone can activate yes. it. If anyone other than Dunban were able to control the Monado,
Yeah.
we could surpass any military force in the world. Yes.
You think so? What are these hidden functions you mention?
It's still only conjecture, but it's starting to look like the Monado might be something far more significant than just a weapon for defeating Mechon.
I see. And the evidence to support your theory?
It's the symbol that appears in the center when it's activated. What I know is, the central piece is made from multi-layered glass. The symbol appears on the top layer, and each layer is constructed differently.
So it's possible that other symbols could appear on different layers.
Which means...
The Monado might conceal even more power. Am I right?
if we could just... unlock the Monado's power.
Dunban! Dunban!
Prioritize the most severely injured! Come on, get a move on!
Dunban!
Don't look like that. I haven't gone yet. Shulk.
I'm guessing he says something like, take care of her for me if I don't make it.
It was the Monado.
Oh.
It was controlling me.
What's the point of doing?
Even so,
Oh,
it saved us. Saved our future. Next, it will be up to you.
Dunban.
Well, I better get the supplies delivered to the defense force. I'll drop round the HQ and see how they're getting on.
Okay then. I'll see you later.
Shulk, you're spending too much time in the lab. Either that or rummaging for junk in the scrapyard. It ain't healthy for a kid your age. That's why you're always looking so pasty. You should get out, get some fresh air once in a while. All right, I'm off.
I'm pretty sure we meet up with Ryan again soon. That arm looks like it's been electrocuted.
almost like a jellyfish sting in a
Is it time
sense.
to eat already?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't have to bring it yourself.
You could have just called me.
Well, maybe
Don't be
maybe
silly.
electrocution, because they do. That does leave a
Do
wicked
you want me
scar.
to feed you?
Yeah.
Don't treat me like an invalid. I'm better than I was a year ago.
Much better. Do you want me to feed you? No, I really thought I lost you back then.
Yes, but now I'm almost well enough to handle the Monado again.
Dunban, don't say that. The Meccan have gone now. Oh, why would you say that?
I just mean I'm prepared. Sorry.
Okay. More importantly, eat up before it gets cold. I made something really special today.
Don't feel like you need to stay here then, Fiora. Go and make your next delivery.
Huh?
Well, I'm sure you'd like Shulk to try some while it's still hot.
That's okay. Shulk has no sense of taste. He'll say it's delicious even if it's stone cold.
In which case, today he would actually mean it.
Maybe.
I'm fine, Fiora. Off you go.
Okay. Dunban, thanks. Okay. Dunban, thanks.
Oh.
I'm not finished yet. I have to be prepared to use the Monado again.
Oh, I've lost it. No, I'm no spoilers. So, okay, sorry.
So she's got hunting knives. I'll give her... Yeah, I'll give her strength up too as well.
Hey, Fiora.
Dixon!
Looks like you're in a hurry. Where are you off to?
I just thought I'd take Shulk some food. I'm on my way to the lab.
Shulk's not there right now.
Really?
I just sent him out to get some fresh air. You know where he'll have gone.
Outlet Park.
That's the one.
Okay. Thanks, Dixon.
So Outlook Park's pretty easy to get to. Ooh, some collectibles. Just sweep down this way as I go that way, and take on the little bunnets on the way too.
There's a bright red exclamation mark right there.
Oh yeah, I see it too.
Might be able to do a thing.
I think that's our main quest objective. Getting some crystals.
Oh, I found a wedding ring that this one guy lost.
Aha!
Yep, behind one of the houses near the entrance. The main entrance, that is.
Alright, near the main entrance.
Yep, near the main entrance. Here, let me just kind of... So... You go to the main entrance, you go to your left. You go under a garage area, and there's like a side...
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just behind the first house there. Just behind Dunban's house.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're mine. We can do it. I know we can. I can do it. I know I can.
Some Skeeter crystals and Bunnet crystals.
We almost didn't make it. You're mine. Power will help me protect Shulk.
Ooh, affinity coins too. Okay, so you can't set a character's level to lower than you've got them at.
You're mine.
So, since we started with Fiora at level 2, I can only ever lower her level back to 2.
The Monado. It's the only sword that's effective against the Mechon armor.
Really?
They say that before time began, it
Aww.
was wielded by the Bionis.
Every day.
The same Bionis that we all live on. It must have a secret. That's how Dunban was able to destroy so many Mechon,
Stuart is so cute.
and why he lost the use of his right arm. If I can just unlock the secret of its power.
Shulk!
Fiora! This is great. It tastes so good.
Really?
It's amazing.
Oh, Shulk, you say that every day.
Not quite. It's always delicious, but today it's amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. I used some special herbs and spices today. So if you said it was just the same as usual, I'd know for sure you had no sense of taste.
What?
Oh, nothing. Ah, the breeze feels so good.
Yeah. I'd forgotten what it feels like. I never thought it could be so quiet here.
You're spending too much time with Ryan. You're getting used to all the noise he makes.
Yeah, maybe.
It's so peaceful.
Wait, if they
You know,
can't
Shulk,
protect you from
I
the
hope
park, why
every
have
day
a
can be
park
like
right
this
here?
Always.
Yeah.
Huh?
I mean,
It
it's a nice
seems like
place
a
to
bad
hang
design.
out. Yeah.
The debris siren.
Yes.
Strange. There hasn't been much falling lately.
Oh, yeah, fall damage happens in this game. Whoops.
You can fall into water safely,
Whoops,
though.
I do.
There might be more on the way. The anti-air batteries can't protect us out here. Let's get back to the lab.
Gonna
Okay.
try to complete a quest here,
Alright.
if I can.
Oh yeah, the B button in combat to help up or encourage party members. That's going to be really important in later battles when party members can get discouraged or demoralized.
Mhm. Hey. Aww.
The gifting thing is basically like, if you make a wrong, well, if you say something that makes the other person angry in a heart-to-heart, you won't gain as much affinity with them, but you also won't permanently like ruin your relationship with them either. You can fix it with gifts.
Fix it with shiny stuff.
Yeah.
Plenty of cool potatoes to hand to people.
Yeah. They'll have preferences too.
Yes, I know.
Let's see, I'm just missing one item.
I'm like, I've got a basket full of salad potatoes and...
Oh, I'm not missing the item, it's the rabbit diode.
Ah.
A cute pink machine part, reminiscent of a bunny's tail. So that gives me Ether up 2 and a carbon driver for Ryan. Yay! I've completed the Collectopedia for this area.
Hey.
So with that, we have reached time. So I will probably spend a significant amount of time doing off-cam grinding. But we will continue from here next time we roll around to Xenoblade. I think I might be on the nocturnal schedule from here, from today until it rolls around again. But we will be, I believe we'll be continuing Ys Origin next time I'm back onto the day schedule. So thank you for watching, everybody. Have a look at our Patreon link in the description if you want to help us build our game studio, where we'll be making more games like those that we enjoy playing here for you. I also have an artist tree account if you'd like some 3D models made or some voice narration for your website or audiobook. Special thanks to Very Random Butterfly for co-hosting today. Check out her link. Check out her channel linked in the video title. She does some blogging, some thrifting, some painting, and she takes some commissions for new paintings via both digital and traditional formats. And special thanks go out to Joshua J. Sloan, Zed Diggity, and Phoenix Astra for being my top Patreon supporters of all time so far. So yeah, our green block will be next by the time we get around to our regular schedule. We'll be continuing Ys Origin. So hope to see you all next time!